Sunlight streamed through the attic's lone window, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Sarah, her heart heavy with memories, navigated the labyrinth of forgotten belongings. An old trunk, tucked away in a dimly lit corner, beckoned her closer. Its cedar scent, a poignant reminder of her childhood, filled her with a bittersweet nostalgia.
She knelt, her fingers tracing the worn leather, each groove whispering tales of a time long past.
The trunk creaked open, revealing a treasure trove of memories. Faded photographs, yellowed letters, a hand-stitched doll. And then, she saw it, nestled amongst the relics of the past. An envelope, its once vibrant ink now faded with time.
Sarah carefully lifted the envelope, her breath catching in her throat as her eyes fell upon the familiar handwriting.
It was her grandmother's delicate script, a script she hadn't seen in years. A script that once filled countless letters, sharing stories and love across the miles. Her grandmother, her confidant, her guiding star, had been gone for 10 years, yet the sight of her writing brought a wave of emotions crashing over Sarah. It was as if a part of her had been lost and found in the same instant. The attic, once a repository of forgotten memories, now thrummed with a newfound energy, a connection to a past she yearned to revisit.
Each stroke of the pen evoked memories of her grandmother, her gentle smile, her warm embrace, the scent of lavender that always clung to her clothes.
Sarah sank onto the dusty floor, the weight of the letter heavy in her hands. It had been years since her grandmother had passed, yet holding this tangible piece of her past felt like a lifeline to a time when life was simpler, filled with the comforting aroma of her grandmother's baking and the sound of her laughter. Her fingers trembled as she carefully opened the envelope, her heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. What words of wisdom, what secrets, what outpouring of love did this letter hold?
As she unfolded the brittle paper, a dried sprig of lavender fell out, releasing its familiar calming scent. It was as if her grandmother was there with her in that dusty attic, surrounding her with her love and wisdom.
Tears welled up in Sarah's eyes, blurring the words on the page. They were tears of sadness, for the loss she still felt, tears of gratitude for the memories that flooded back. The letter was dated a few months before her grandmother's passing. Sarah's name, penned in that familiar handwriting, felt like a caress across her soul. As she began to read, her grandmother's voice, filled with love and a lifetime of wisdom, seemed to echo in the silence of the attic.
The words, penned years ago, spoke of life and loss, of love and resilience, each sentence a brushstroke painting a vivid picture of her grandmother's spirit.
Her grandmother wrote of her childhood, her dreams, her fears. She wrote of meeting Sarah's grandfather, of their life together, a love story that transcended time. She wrote of the joy Sarah had brought into their lives, of the pride she felt watching her grow.
Sarah could almost hear her grandmother's laughter as she read about her mischievous childhood antics, her voice softening as she recounted the day Sarah graduated, her words filled with pride and hope for the future. It was more than a letter. It was a window into her grandmother's soul, a glimpse into the moments that had shaped her, the love she held for her family.